Graham, it's a really tough start for a first home game at home for the season. What are your immediate thoughts?
Yeah, incredibly disappointed, of course, with the result. A good start, scored a great goal, and then conceded a cheap goal, and that was probably set the tone for the evening. In the end, we're playing against the top side. We have to acknowledge that, but the manner of the goals we concede, it makes it impossible for us. So we have to do better. It's as simple as that.
Still a few days left in the transfer window. Can that be a way to improve things, do you think?
Well, it's of course we'll always look, but it's more fundamental than that. We have to work harder to make it not so easy to score against us because they're too cheap. As I said, we're playing against a top team, and if they're carving us open with quality play, then okay. But it wasn't like that, I don't think. And even though it was a tough night for us, of course. So we're disappointed with the goals and we're disappointed with the result.
Just trying to pick a few positives. I thought Kyle Walker-Peters seemed to combine well with Jared Bowen in the second half. I know the horse had bolted, but is that something you could build on?
Yeah, I mean, no, there doesn't feel like too many positives, but there are always individuals there that kept going. The Malik Diouf as well on the left-hand side kept going, a young player making his home debut. But we're just disappointed at the moment. There's not too much to focus on from a positive perspective. We have to dust ourselves down and prepare to play against Wolves. We'll start tomorrow and yeah, keep going.
This interview, as much as we don't want to be talking to you in these circumstances, but important to tell the fans what you thought and your assessment, and also how we're going to turn things around.
Oh, I was bitterly disappointed, of course, with the result, with the manner of the goals. I thought they were too cheap, and I think that when you do that, it gives yourself a real challenge in the Premier League, and especially against a team with the talent and the quality that Chelsea have. It was a tough evening for us.
Got a great start. Got a place was rocking after 6-7 minutes. So probably more disappointing that we didn't sort of build on it.
Yeah. Again, I think they probably set the tone. The first goal. Again, too easy, too cheap. And then we're probably fine margins. We're unlucky with to get 2-1 up. We scored a good goal, good reaction from the players. But then again, the second goal's it's a poor goal from our perspective. We have to do a lot better than that, and I think the players would be honest enough to say that. We have to do better. And then once you're behind in the game, you're caught between going after them and putting some pressure on, and at the same time getting played through because of the quality they have. But nevertheless, I thought we can say what we want. When you concede the goals that we did, it makes the game nigh on impossible.
We know how many meetings you have, how much work your team put into preparing the players for every game, for every day. They're not going out there being coached to not react quickly or not compete. So it's not through lack of preparation and lack of them being ready to play and ready to compete. So, it must be so... I saw you shaking your head. It must be so frustrating when the actions you're sending them out to do, they're not being put into action.
No, it can happen in football. Of course it can. Goals happen, and we're in a moment where the week we've had has been a really difficult week. There's no getting away from that. So psychologically, we've got some challenges. We have to work. We've got a game on Tuesday, which I think is good for us. We need to prepare and move forward to that. But no, I mean, we have to stick together. I think there's no point me pointing fingers and all that stuff. We weren't good enough today. We have to take that responsibility together, and we have to move forward and work harder.
Siege mentality is a cliche, but at the end of the day, external noise and people's comments, and where people are angry, frustrated, happy, sad, at the end of the day, if you cross the white line, pressure, it's what's in your own mind that matters, and what you do physically on the pitch, right? So Tuesday night we go out, it's 0-0 at the kick-off, and we go out there with the confidence that we can win the game.
Of course, and that's life. We have to dust ourselves down. No one's going to feel sorry for us, and they shouldn't do. We know today wasn't good enough. We know today we need to do better, and we have to make sure that we're ready to play Wolves. It's as simple as that. But no, we're disappointed today, of course. We're bitterly disappointed because the fans were there, they were there with us, and we've let them down in terms of the goals we've conceded, and in the end, the result we've given.
I'm sure when you were little, and even when you were playing and coaching, you're a football fan. You know, you want to enjoy being part of the sport that you love. So even, you know, from your point of view, I assume it's upsetting might be quite the wrong word, but it's difficult, isn't it?
No, I'm upset. Yeah. This is my life. This is my career. I've got a family and kids. I'm a normal person, just like you. Yeah. I know supporters, obviously, they're you know, gutted after a game like this, but I assure you, we're all feeling the same. But that's sport. That's sport at the highest level. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We have to dust ourselves down. We have to go again. It's as simple as that. Looking
ahead, you know, positive maybe not the right word, but good to see Callum get 45 minutes and he's looked sharp both times he's come on. Carl's got his debut. Freddie Potts made his Premier League debut tonight, and looking ahead to Tuesday, more opportunities for players to impress you. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we have to think about as well. Malik making his home debut, I thought, kept going right to the end. Some good character there. But it's difficult to speak about positives at the moment. We're hurting and we're in pain because we've lost the game, and we've lost the game heavily at home in front of our supporters. So we're licking our wounds, and we're trying to piece it all together and getting ready to move forward. And I know that the external broadcasters ask you this, but I will, because obviously the fans will be watching our channels. You know, there's 10 days left of the window. Obviously, players come and go during the window, and you know, after the games we've had, you know, you're working with Kyle and the rest of the team to identify players that can help us win games in the future. Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be a busy few days. We need to work hard, and we need to try our best to improve. We need to improve the players we have and try to look for players that can help.